EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Los Angeles Rams. Here's the former Cornhusker Brett Maher to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. This will be taken about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Now gone. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. Touchdown, L.A. Brandon Cooks, 50 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 40-yard line.
On 2nd and inches, Prescott. It'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 23.
Well, I don't mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. The quick slant caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. From 10 yards out, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Brett Maher on for the extra point. Oh, and it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Following the touchdown, here's Maher to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. The first down run with Gurley, a good one. He gets forward for 6 yards. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Goff. Dancing to his left. He'll run it. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
Flush to his right. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6. 10-yard line. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Rams 7, Cowboys 6.
Line 20. Line 54. Okay, just like that. Just like that.
To throw again on 2nd down. Goff. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. 3rd and 2. Goff. Forced out to his left. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Brandon Cooks with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. It took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down. But, hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Prescott on 1st down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The Cowboys' all-time receptions leader, Jason Witten, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down. Well, partner, Thanksgiving in the rearview mirror, Black Friday, Cyber Monday, all gone. And now if you look at the top 4 seeds right now as we hit, is it the quarter pole or the three-quarter pole?
It is the quarter pole, and we get to thank our NFL reporter, Randy Moss, who also has a great background in the sport of kings, for letting us know that's one of the most misused terms in that sport. It is the quarter pole, right? When they headed for the home stretch is what he also said about it. I can't wait to see how this thing ends.
Well, we got New England and Baltimore, the top 2 seeds in the AFC, Seattle and New Orleans in the NFC. You think it stays that way at the end?
I think it's going to be a heck of a battle. I think Baltimore, yes. New England's going to get a battle from Buffalo, but I think they're going to stay in the spot. Seattle, they're going to battle San Francisco. They're just going to trade it back and forth, and it's going to come down to Week 17, I believe, to decide that one. And New Orleans, yes, they will retain a top 2 spot.
Corey Littleton there on the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
3rd and long for Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Here's Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys! Michael Gallup, 42 yards, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. Brett Maher on for the extra point. And this is up and good. It brings them within a point now. It's 14-13. Following the touchdown, here's Maher to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play...
Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Man left, man left. 4 down, 4 down. Check.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. He's got the connection to Cooper. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Throwing again on second down. Prescott. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Now Elliott. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with second down coming up. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Goff now looks to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Cooper Kupp was his intended target, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're going to go for it. It's gone. On the run, he'll let this go deep right. He's got a man, complete. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They go play action with Gurley. Now gone. Escaping the pressure right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Final play of the half. Prescott. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Looking for Cooper. That's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and goal. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Marr on for the extra point. And the lead is now 13. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
We got this.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Here's Gone. Buying time to his left. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, just nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Malik Collins breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off Byron Jones. And a big turnover there as his guy. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Oakland Raiders. A clash of two of the more fervent fan bases around. The Cowboys and the Raiders are underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Monday, down. 180. 54. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. To throw his Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. This pass from Carr taken in by Waller. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. On 3rd and long, it's Carr. Now this will be caught. Tyrell Williams. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Throwing. Prescott. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a 1st. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it. It's caught. Cooper. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a 1st. 2 plays, 2 catches. You have a feeling they're going to look for him early and often, and that's to be expected. You got a player of his caliber, why not?
And I think it's also a message from them to the defense that you're not going to dictate to us what we're going to do with one of our better players, because so often you hear about defenses saying, we're going to take away what you do best. In this case, they're going to move him around, find proper matchups, and make sure they continue to funnel the ball to him.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. To throw is Prescott. Steps away to his left. And his throw here's incomplete. The man with over 1,000 catches, Jason Witten, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas 1st down. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. A good pickup there on 1st as the screen pass gets him 8.
You got it. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Raiders' 23.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
With no score.
In your face.
Here we go, 46. 26.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott, this is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Watch 54, watch 54. Push him back. Push him back.
Throwing now is Carr. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. Let's go.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. And that is incomplete. That close on 3rd down, I think everybody probably expecting a run. Instead, they go to the air on 3rd and short yardage.
I realize this is a passing league, and they're liable to throw the ball on any down and distance. But that short, I do question the call. Run the football and pick it up.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Topper! 694! Watch that! Smooth! 54, Mike, 54. Hey, defense, right down.
Here we go on 4th down with Carr. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go, B, let's go.
Now Prescott. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. He's at the 40, the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece.
That ties the game at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
In on the stop, it's Tahir Whitehead. From the 30 on second down. Prescott, Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. And it's third down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down. Prescott now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. On the counter, Elliott. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
47.
Now on 2nd and 13. Prescott. Blake Jarwin, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter. A lot of time to change things. 3rd and long for Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a play fake. Carr on the move to his left. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on first down is Carr. Now they go screen. It's complete. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. To throw, it's Carr being chased out left. His throw incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. And that takes us from second to third down. Just his second incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
Carr now to throw. And that will be incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on third down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team inside the 20, and it's at the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Third down and 10 yards to go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Check 13. We're going to 53. 26.
Prescott from the gun. Got his man there complete to Gallup. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Now Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 34. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Final play of the half. Prescott into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Eric Harris who picks it. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
They'll try to run it with Jacobs, but he will not get the 2 points. He's stopped up short, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They run the counter. Elliott. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. Prescott. Complete to Jason Witten. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 23 yards on the play. From the red zone now, Prescott. This is caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Looking to throw. Prescott. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Tahir Whitehead. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Now from the 9, here's second and goal. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or 2.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Carr going to try and throw on third down. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
On third down, it's very simple. Make sure you get beyond the sticks, make the catch, pick up the first down. But in this case, he turned it into bonus time and was off to the races for a monster play.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Carr to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yeah.
Oh, no, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. And remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. Here's Prescott. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. A first down carry by Elliott. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From the 30 on 2nd down, Prescott. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Running with Elliott, and I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Ezekiel Elliott not able to get it past the marker. And the Raider D, they get the football back. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. Less than 2 minutes to play. Down to the wire we go in a 1-point game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Elliott, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Important extra point up and through, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Carr now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. Now Carr. That's complete to Richard, the running back. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. He's back to throw. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Carr. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. As they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter. And now the Raiders will face an important 2-point conversion attempt here. Back to throw. And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the 4th. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have...
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Maurice Hurst forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Prescott. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Credit the sack to Jonathan Hankins. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Here's Prescott. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Prescott to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Eric Harris who picks it. Intended that time for Cooper.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They can still get into field goal range, partner. They got to work quickly, though.
I agree with you totally. Find a way to get the ball downfield and out of bounds. In a perfect world, they know what hash they want to get to for their kicker, and they already know the distance that he feels comfortable. That'll dictate what they do on offense.
See if they can get in his range. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
It's a gain of 17 yards. 1st down, Raiders.
What pressure as this thing all rests on the foot of Daniel Carlson. This will be from 53 for the win. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going down.
Oh, and it's intercepted. It's Eric Harris who picks it, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician.
Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. So we will see yet another drive in this overtime.
For whatever reason, neither team able to finish this game off. I know that the first thought is, does anyone really want to win it? But I think that they both desperately want to win it, and sometimes you force things, and that leads to errors.
Well, it's out there for the taking. We'll see who can do it. We were just treated to an absolute dandy in this one. A great finish in overtime with a long field goal. Everybody, including us, on the edge of their seats. Quite a game.
And it's rare that you get a game into overtime that it doesn't turn out to be a dandy, right? That's what we saw here. And just what you were talking about, a long field goal to win it. So definitely not a gimme. So there was tension all the way through until the ball went through the post.
But it did go through the post. Ice water was in his veins. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington. This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
That Booker T. Front board. Check the out. Check the out. Check the out.
Well, the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. To throw is Wilson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Wilson steps away. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that first down. Now, I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, first down Seahawks. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Dancing to his left. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case,
and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A 24-yard touchdown. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
It's never any fun, Brandon, when you're the defensive team and the first drive of the game, you give up a touchdown. The key is not to get down. Make those adjustments and come back for your next series with the intent of shutting them down.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now a 7-0 game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Prescott to throw it. And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down. Now Prescott, and nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Quandre Diggs there defensively. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. 3rd and long for Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Kendricks in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you run in the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. This is Carson. The tackle was made by Michael Bennett.
Michael Bennett in on the stop. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 37-yard line.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Touch 50, touch 50.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. That's complete. It's Gordon. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards and a Seattle 1st down. Now Wilson on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. CD, with that incompletion, let's look at some of the big games Week 13. So these are ones that our crew probably think of the biggest 4. Let's rank them 1 to 4 as far as how big they are and what they mean. Baltimore at Buffalo, San Fran at New Orleans, KC at New England, Seattle at the Rams. How would you rank those? What do you think?
Well, this is going to sound self-serving since I'm working San Francisco and New Orleans, but to me that's the number 1 game because the number 1 seed in the NFC will be determined that week for that moment. Okay, the winner of that becomes the number 1 seed. I think the number 2 game, Seattle at the Rams.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Well, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 20, 10, 5. And at the end of it, he stripped. Ball comes loose. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
It's not often that we see big plays end in disaster, and we just absolutely saw it right there. They had something really big cooking on that one.
Can you, when you're down near the goal line like that on a big play, do you get maybe a little too careless, a little too desperate for the goal line?
I think the last part is exactly right. You get desperate for the goal line, and sometimes you get the ball out ahead, away from your body, or you're trying to extend to get there, or maybe you're just trying so hard that the ball will come out of your hands. In any event, that's a big opportunity lost.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Wilson. Forced out to his left. It's caught, blocked it. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Give him 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22. They'll run on 1st down. It's Carson. Byron Jones in there to make the tackle. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From just shy of midfield, Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. Two minutes on the clock. 2nd quarter. 7-0 ball game.
We call that sack lunch.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Gets it to Gordon. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the 1st down. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. Here's Wilson.
Then we got to give a little tip of the cap for the defense there. Zone coverage, locked it in tight, made it really difficult because they tried the crossing route against it, and it worked for a completion, but you have to know where the sticks are on third down. Didn't get beyond them. No pickup.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. To throw again. Wilson rolling to his left. He'll try and run it. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally down at the 9-yard line. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. Now it's Wilson, buying time to his left. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends.
Man, I got you. Miller alert. Safety creep.
Now again, right side. Carson, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
I know you feel that.
It's now 4th down and goal.
They converted once earlier on this opening drive, but now comes a big test. 4th and goal. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. Yeah, the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. The extra point now coming from Myers. And it's good to make it 14-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That'll be taken in the end zone.
The Cowboys take over.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off Byron Jones. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski.
What? Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Completes it to Jason Witten. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for two does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
Kill. What are you doing?
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Seahawks' 26-yard line.
On 2nd down and 4.